Hello and welcome to the Tarkus Zone. Thank you for joining me. Today we're doing a product review or service review on this company here called P&P Septic Service Inc. They're out of Vermont. I believe they're out of Williston, Vermont. Now, the reason why I'm doing this video today is I like to do product reviews occasionally on my YouTube channel, especially for services or products that I find that are superior. I've had no issues with, I've had zero concerns with. There's a lot of different services you can get it out there in the world, and when the person comes and goes, you're still kind of nervous is it going to work? When it comes to this company, it's going to work. It's, when they come out to fix something, it's fixed. I've never had any problems with buyer's regret or remorse that I spent money with what this company has done for me. Now, where I live, I'm in a rural environment on an island, and my septic, I got a septic tank, and then what happens is the liquids float to the top. I know this is kind of like disgusting stuff, but if the liquids float to the top and they go to a gray water tank, and then from the gray water tank, they go out to my leach field, septic field. And that's how my waste is done where I live. I'm not on a municipal service. I'm in the country. I'm in the remote locations of the world. So what it is the equipment doesn't last forever. Like the pumping and that type of stuff. Obviously you got to pump out your septic tank. They say, every 3 to 5 years, depending on how much usage, how many people you have in your house. But as for the gray water tank, it's basically the life of the pump, right? If the pump is working, it's sending the liquid to the field. Now, this last round of issues I had was the actual connection or the junction box from the house failed to the pump. So what it is when they came and looked at it, the actual wire was just dangling there, sparking because the actual junction box had pulled away. Now they never put that junction box in. That was the first. Company. It was not even a septic company. When I had the property, when we built the house on the property, we had some local jokel guy who put septic systems in, put the service in for us. I think he was the cheapest on the island, and they did the best they could with what they had. And then over time, the equipment just starts to fail. And in this junction box where you had it, the weight of it kind of just pulled it away from the concrete, and then it caused the wire to be exposed, and it was sparking. So it caused the pump to stop working. Now, what I like about P&P Septic is they don't try to upsell you. They basically look at the root of the problem, and they say, this is your problem. We're going to fix it. They're not going to, I tried to get them to put a brand new pump in. I was like, while you're at it, put a brand new pump in, and most companies would be, yeah, let's just do that. But they were like, no, your pump's still working. Why don't we just wait until it fails? To me, that's good service. You can look at it both ways, that eventually it will fail and they will have to come back and they'll make their money then. But they weren't eager to have to upsell me services or products. They do a full septic service here in Vermont, and they also put in leach fields, I believe. They do everything. They say, let's just go over their website real quick while we're looking at it. So up to here, if you're watching this video still, talking about poop, I'm giving these guys a 5-star all day long. And what's also the reason why the 5-star is, these guys come out just like the fire service. As you are aware, if you've been following my channel, I was an EMT and firefighter for many years in my community. We always went out. If there was a fire, there was an emergency, we always went out. These guys are the same way. You've got a problem with your shitter, they're going to come out. They're going to 24/7, and they're available, and they fix your problem up. And their rates are competitive. Think about it. You got a guy coming out dealing with your waste in the middle of winter. The ground's frozen here in Vermont. It's actually snowing today, and they were working on it, and they fixed it, and they did it while it's snowing. It's got to be 20 degrees out. And they're dealing with your human waste. So they're, in my mind, what they charge is appropriate. It's not like, I have been fine and comfortable with their with what they have charged me over the years for services that I needed done. I don't feel like they're fleecing me, or if I have to go around and do comparative pricings like you would with a car. I mean, I'm going to go with the company who's treating me well, is there when I need them, and I don't have to worry about it. You know what I mean? But let's look at their website real quick. They do septic tank cleaning. Their website is here. I'll provide this information in the comments below. You can reach out to them through this online contact. This is kind of old school way of doing it, but that's fine. You can do it that way. They got hydro evac. I don't know what this is, but it looks like they flush lines for people. Okay, septic sewer drainage cleaning. They do all of that. The cleaning service, camera scoping and inspections for if something's clogged and they need to figure out where that might be in your system. They've got portable restrooms, so if you need a portalet, they rent them. They provide them. What else we got here? We got pump station repair. That was where I was. That's what I needed them to do, was my pump station. That's what you'd call it, I guess. That gray water tank is your pump station. Sewer septic repair and installation. So it looks like they even put mound systems in, sewer lines, septic tanks, sewer pump stations, forced mains. They do it all. So if you're looking for a company and you're in the Vermont area, and you're looking and you need like same day appointment available, or you need same day service, or you got crap just spilling out of the ground and you need somebody to help you, well, these guys are your guys. The P&P Septic is the service you want. I mean, when people call 911 and wanted a person to come out, like me, a firefighter, EMT, and they felt that their needs in an emergency their concerns and needs were addressed appropriately and to their liking, I view this company the same way. When you're calling them in an emergency situation, you got stuff not working right with your sewer, these guys are the guys you want to call. These are the guys you want showing up to your house to fix your shit. All right, well, thank you for joining me, and this has been the Tarkus Zone.